Alright, back with round 4 of the Clash of Champions. This is the winners finals at this point versus sdlkilla. He's a warrior player. Let's just go. I go first, which is really important. So I'm obviously setting Spy. I think Spy book. Okay. So there's like two options here. You could do like Spy book Solemn. The only problem with that is that you play into you let the opponent use Dust Shoot because you'll draw to 4 next turn. So you could just go Spy book Regeki Break Solemn, and then you pretty much make all Dust Shoots dead. If you do keep the 3rd card in hand, it would give you a chance at keeping the Chaos Sorcerer to the duo, but there's more Dust Shoots than there is duo. So yeah, just gonna go set Spy and everything else. See, knock Spy. I really need this Spy. And I don't have like a Mirror Force or Torrential. So if he summons like a Donzalug, for example, I don't have a 1-for-1 trade with that. So I end up just Solemning this knock and hoping that he has no other way to deal with Spy. And he has Exiled. And Exiled is actually like okay, because now I have like a Regeki Break, discard Faith, and I can summon Sorcerer. So the Solemn kind of did its job. No reason to use Unphased Regeki Break. I draw Torrential. Only play here is just set Torrential Pass. He summons Dawn. Just use Torrential on that. I use Upstart. Now go for Set Faith Jar. Goes Rhoda. Gives him level 2. Just book this. I go for the Enter Battle Phase book to kind of give the illusion that I might have Mirror Force. Whereas if he goes to attack and then I use book, he might feel a little more happy about just using Solemn. Whereas if he Solemns this now, he might still attack into Mirror Force. Okay, so I misplay on this turn. I was supposed to continue playing around Dust Shoot, but I kind of just forgot. I should start this off by using... Hold on, let me think. I should flip Faith and take back Book. Upstart would also be fine. Yeah, the mistake I do is I activate Jar Greed first, and you'll see why it's a mistake right now. So I draw Night Assailant. So now I'm in a situation where if I summon Breaker and he torrentials, I won't be able to get the Faith's effect off. So I'm kind of stuck having to flip Faith and hoping he doesn't have Dust Shoot, basically. Can't even use Regeki Break because that would still send a spy to my hand. And I can't go for priority. Like, I'm not going to flip Faith, target Book, and then priority Book. That doesn't make sense. So I shouldn't have activated Jar Greed first, basically, because it plays into Dust Shoot. And I could chain Regeki Break to the Dust Shoot activation to ensure I get this Night Assailant off. But I don't exactly want him to just send back Breaker. So he sends back the Night Assailant. Now I summon Breaker. And he rings, which is okay. I just have to allow this. I can't book Blade Knight because I can't get over it, and I can't book Faith because its effect will be negated. I draw into another spy. Looks pretty simple. Summon Sorcerer, banish, and then set Spy. Goes for DD Warrior Lady. I could book a Moon him and then attack into Warrior Lady with a Spy, but then that puts me at 300 and I would be forced to protect the Spy with Regeki Break, which I don't want to do, so I just allow this. Call for level 2, I have to book that. Draw Thunder Dragon, which is a really good draw. Question is, should I summon Thunder Dragon? I could like tribute set Thunder Dragon so that a Snatch doesn't have is basically a dead card. The only problem with that is that on the turn after, I still have to flip Thunder Dragon and attack. So the Snatch will then be live on the turn after. So yeah, I don't do anything. Goes to Breaker. Thinks for a while. So when he thinks this long, I was really confused. I was like, Snatch should be pretty obvious. And if he had Premature, he would have used that instantly on like Donzalug. Yeah, I'm not really sure why he took so long using Snatch there. I draw Sangan. He still has, what, 2 Blade Knights, 1 Rhoda, Kaikus. So I think it's too risky to summon Sangan. And the clock's not fast enough, so just set it. Okay, now flip Sangan, attack for 1,000, tribute set for Thunder Dragon, and search for Tsukiyomi in case he top decks something to run over Thunder Dragon. Sounds like the play to me. I actually don't think I like tribute set. And the reason is because I won't have the option to attack for 2,700 next turn. I'm only going to have to do 1,600 at a time. And I'm also giving him, like, if he draws knock, he can alleviate the pressure. So I should have tribute summoned. The Snatch is already gone too. I draw heavy. Just activate that. So no reason to attack for 1,600 here. The reason is if he has Mirror Force or Sakuretsu, I'll be forced to set Tsukiyomi just to defend my life points, but if I summon Tsukiyomi, put this face down, and then attack with Tsukiyomi, he gets to 1,100. And still, I have the Thunder Dragon to defend myself. So now I have Faith to defend myself, so now I can just attack for 1,600. And just hope. Unfortunately, he draws Blade Knight. I draw Night Assailant. Only plays summon Tsukiyomi. And he has Mirror Force, so I lose. So this whole game, I believe, came down to me playing into that dust shoot by using Jar Greed first. Literally, that was the difference in this game. Okay. So I have Thunder Dragon, and so you have the could like set Sakuretsu and do nothing, but I like just throwing this hand away for card destruction, drawing it to some flips. Of course, Trinity. And these cards are not that strong. Regeki Break Book. They're like okay, but not strong. So this hand I drew is pretty bad. Could be a lot better than this. I didn't even draw a good flip. Did he have? He has Breaker Engrave. So I think my play is just set Sakuretsu end turn. Yeah, set Saku pass. He has Duo. At this point I'm thinking it just might not be my my match to win. Discard Regeki Break, no Thunder Dragons left in deck. That's good. Do I Saku this? Let's think about it. If I don't Saku, then on my turn I summon Breaker. If he can't answer it, I just crash. If he answers it with like Ring, then I set Torrential. Hopefully he summons. If he doesn't, I Saku. There's definitely a case to not use the Saku, but I do use it. Oh, I actually held. Okay. I draw a Sorcerer, which is excellent. I think that's a huge reward for not using Saku. So the question is, do you go Breaker or Sorcerer first? I'm not sure. There's benefits to both, and there's cons to both. Breaker first seems pretty standard. But I can also see Sorcerer first. Target Saku. And then I special summon in defense because you don't want to just run into Mirror Force, and I already have a Saku for a Sasuke. And the reason I don't just crash Breaker with Blade Knight is because I'm keeping him off BLS like this. So I think it's definitely worth summoning Chaos Sorcerer there instead of saving it. Sets 2 and passes. So I use Upstart here. Draw a Deco. He still has Mirror Force. Probably no more Sakus. Is it too aggressive to go to attack mode and attack with both? I actually remember what I do here. I decided that if I just attack with Breaker only, it's going to take me 4 turns to win. If I go to attack mode with this, he's on a 1-turn clock. And if he doesn't have Mirror Force, he's going to be in really bad shape in that situation. And if he does have Mirror Force, I still have Deco Saku. This might not be worth it, but I just choose the aggressive play here. I believe he does enter battle phase stuff here. And maybe at this point I should not attack. But I do. I think you just go set torrential here without Deco. I set Night Assailant. Interesting. When's the last time I knock checked? Never. I've never knock checked. And he's 13 cards deep and holding cards in his hand. That could easily be Nobleman's. It's interesting. So that works out for me. Now set Deco, pass. Draws Charity. And another knock. Alright, so he makes a mistake in his sequencing here. He obviously should summon Dawn before using knock. I guess he was scared of Solemn. But it's such a huge punish when I have Torrential. I draw BLS, which is live. Just go for set Faith Pass. So I could take MST here and then summon BLS, attack for 3300, leaving him at 31, and then set a ring. There's definitely one thing you could do. There's another option though. You could target Book. with the intention of trying to hit for 300. Let me see, he still has 2 Blade Knights. I would have to set ring as well. It would have to be book ring. I think the BLS line, the get MST summon BLS line looks... Actually, there's still Snatch. So forcing myself to ring my own BLS, and then he can top deck like Kaiku or Blade Knight, and then I'm on a 1-turn clock. Yeah, that's what actually stopped me from making that play. I just go with book. Attack for 3. I want to see myself set book and ring here. Draws that. So when he attacks, I just book Faith and target MST. He didn't shuffle hand. Right, let me see. Enter, draw phase, drew, and normal summoned. No, he didn't shuffle hand, and he didn't set this card last turn. So I'm thinking it's just a bluff, and no matter what, on my next turn I'm going MST, card under Sasuke, summon BLS attack. But I draw pot, any solemns, MST, that's it. Alright, so no dash shoot, use up start. Yeah, so this game I just decide, fuck it, basically. I'm gonna set Deco and set everything. Which I do believe is correct. Because like if you set one card trying to play around Zing, you get like Dusted, followed by Rhoda for level 2, and you kind of just get blown out of the game. So he summons that, enters battle phase. So on enter battle phase, I decide I'm gonna ring the level 2. So there's 2 options basically. I could wait. I could just mirror force the attack and have him solemn it, and then I'll have to ring the level 2. And then Kaika will run over Deco, which is not even a bad situation. I still have Faith to set. Or I can just ring this. If he solemns, then I mirror force and I pretty much win. If he doesn't solemn, then I would just allow Kaika to attack me and save mirror force or something else. So yeah, I like using ring first on enter battle phase. And he does solemn it and still declares an attack. This set card's already been checked for dash shoot. He didn't dash shoot on turn 1, so no reason to try and play around it. Just attack for 14 and set Faith, hoping for no Blade Knight. He doesn't have no Blade Knight, so I should win pretty easily from here now. I go for Summon Breaker without using Upstart because 3300 is enough for game. And he doesn't have anything, so this was Mirror Force. I guess I should get into why I target this instead of this. It's because he said it turn 1, and he hadn't used any Jar of Greed yet, and he would always use Jar of Greed. And it was likely to be something that that protected Kaiku from Breaker attack or Tsukiyomi attack. And the new card is obviously more chainable. It could be Jar of Greed, where this one can't be Jar of Greed. So yeah, that's the match. And I'll be back with round 5, which is also against sdlkilla. Alright.